much is your impure soul worth to wolves who howl for your rebirth? The weight of right, the way to go, for waiting now before it all goes cold. Tell me now before worry goes. Cold, you know they'll bring no answer. Just smile for a clock with no hands, a counterfeit crown in a kingdom of sin. The devil's accountant keeps scratching his quill, adding up sins to pay the next thrill. How much is your impure soul worth to the wolves who howl for your rebirth? The weight of rocks, the weight of gold. Tell me now before it all goes cold. Torn pages scattering the ash-laden air, promises bartered in a hollow despair. A glass of regret, a toast to decay. The mirrors don't lie, they just fade away. Is your impure soul worth to the wolves who howl for your rebirth? The weight of rot, the weight of gold. Tell me now before it all goes heavy like a stone in my gut. Ignorance whispers like a blade to cut. Eyes wide open but the dark still feeds. Clarity burns like a wound that bleeds. Carry the weight of the things I see. Knowledge of case and won't set me free. Blindfolded fools dancing blissful haze while I choke on the fire of a knowing blaze. Answers not like food left too long. Questions scream like a siren song. Wisdom crawls like a shadow's curse. Bliss lies buried in an empty hearse. Carry the weight of the things I see. Knowledge of cage that won't set me free. Blindfolded fools dancing jagged rhyme. No peace in the clarity that I hold. Every truth learned feels a lie retold. Carry the weight of the things I see. Knowledge a cage that won't set me free. Blindfolded fools, there's a blissful haze, while I choke on the fire of a molding blaze. Bearing the weight of the things I see. Dried into clays, I won't set me free. Wandering fools, dancing blissful haze, while I choke on the fire of a knowing blaze. Claw marks on the moonlit door scratch deep shadows. Pine resin bleeds down whispers of dark meadows. Teeth bared in the mirror, reflection ain't tame. Eyes burn like embers, caught in the soul's flame. Bare soul prowling, thunder in my chest, torn between wilding this human jest. Can't chain the beast, can't calm the quake. Bare souls howling, let the silence break. Cracked branches speak louder than words unspoken. The wind's got secrets, promises broken. Flesh and fur tangled, don't know what I am. Chasing my ghost, caught in this damn jam. Bare soul prowling, thunder in my chest, torn between wilding this human jest. Can't tame the beast, can't calm the quake. Bare souls howling, let the silence break. Whiskey rivers run dry, fire eats the veins, bones snap like kindling. Freedom's in the pain. Chains ain't metal, they're flesh, they're fear. The bear roars louder, I'm still here. Bare soul prowling, thunder in my chest, torn between arrows stretch where the clock hands fray, cracks in the fabric of a numbered day. Teeth of the cosmos grinding steel, a shattered lens where time can heal. Forever kicks in, it ain't no parade, no parade, just a rolling silence where the echoes fade. Collisions of nowhere, birthing a dim. That's the moment when eternity begins. Pale wires hum in the marrow of stars, sparkly oceans to unchained scars. A language of rust, whispering loud, breaking the chains of a finite shroud. When forever kicks in, it ain't no parade, just a roaring silence where the echoes fade. Collisions of nowhere, birthing a din. That's the moment when eternity begins. The weightless scream of gravity's song pulls the edges tight where we don't belong. Fragments of now melt like frost on skin to carve the doorway where it grows thin. But forever kicks in, it ain't no silence where the echoes fade. Collisions of nowhere, birthing a din. That's the moment when eternity begins. And it's just known a right fast off kin to carve the doorway where time grows thin. Little shadow in the thorn bush screams, gnawing the roots of shattered dreams. Teeth like rust and a laugh like oil, twisting the air with her midnight toil. Black tongue speaks the unspeakable words, splinters of truth that cut like swords. Ash in the mouth, fire in the veins. Her curse drips slow like tar through chains. Rack and roll draped on a spine like wire. Eyes burn cold like a smothered fire. Steps that echo on forgotten stone, breathing the dark like it's all she's known. Black tongue speaks the unspeakable words, splinters of truth that cut like swords. Ash in the mouth, fire in the veins. the moon's fractured grin. She pulls the threads of the void within. No savior's light, no healing him. Just the endless hum of a wicked spin. Back talk speaks the unspeakable words. Splinters and drop between my swords. I feel now fire in veins. Her crest trims slow and I top your trains. Unspeakable words, splinters of truth that cut like swords. Ash in the mouth, fire in the veins. Her curse trims slow like topping chains. Iron's heat grind the clock to dust. Veins of fire crack through the rust. Shadow puppets dance in the smoke. Every promise tastes like a joke. Would you bet your soul on a coin that spins? Trade your heart for a house of sins. Lay it all down on a snake-eyed roll. Tell me, would you bet your soul? Ravens laugh at the gamblers fall. Broken mirrors line the hall. Your own reflection whispers lies. Every step another disguise. Would you bet your soul on a coin that spins? Trade your heart for a house of sins. Lay it all down on a snake-eyed roll. Tell me, would you bet your soul? Cards on fire, hands shaking cold. Breathless deals in the devil's fold. You can't buy back what you sold. Would you bet your soul? Would you bet your soul on a coin that spins? Trade your heart for a house of sins. Lay it all down on a snake-eyed roll. Silence, won't you bet your Would you bet your soul a coin that stands? Trade your heart for a house of stands. When I'm down on a snake-eyed road, Would you bet your soul? Splinters in my eyes blaze wide open. Truth like a fist raw and unbroken. Gravel screams beneath my worn out shoes. No, not no mercy, no way to lose. Rip the veil, let it all ignite. Show me the scars, the bruises, the bite. No gloss, no shine, just the bare bone core. I crave the chaos, I need the raw. I crave the chaos, I need the raw. Rust sings on the chains of a broken clock. Time ain't ticking, it's a shattered rock. Jagged edge of silence calls the air. Truth's a predator, I feel it stare. Jagged edge of silence calls the air. Truth's a predator, I feel it stare. Rip the veil, let it all ignite. Show me the scars, the bruises, the bite. No gloss, no shine, just a bare bone core. I crave the chaos, I need the raw. Shatter me down to the marrow of soul. Strip the layers till I'm burned whole. I don't want comfort, I don't want calm. Truth's the storm I keep in my palm. Rip the veil, let it all ignite. Show me the scars, the bruises, the bite. No gloss, no shine, just a bare bone core. I crave the chaos, I need the raw. Rusted chains in the soul's machinery. Sparks fly like sinners' poetry. Tearing the fog from the stained glass sky. Search some corner, shout it high. Lift it high, break the ceiling of lies. Set the soul ablaze, watch the shadows die. Lift it high, let the black smoke part. Strike some corner, fire in the heart. Woo! Steel twisted hymns echo down the vein. Grit and hope dripping through the pain. Ashes wall in the grip of the fight. Search some corner, claw to the left. Lift it high, break the ceiling of lies. Set Let the solar blaze, watch the shadows die. Lift it high, let the black smoke part. Stir some chord of fire in the heart. Oh! See our twisted hammers grind in the dust. Faith on the ways of faithful ways. Mrs. Gonzaga is covered in night. Six with frost, faith on the light. Clockwork prayers grind in the dust. Faith on a razor, faith or rust. Lift it, don't try it, let thunder ignite. Stir some chord or scream through the night. Yeah. Lift it high, break the ceiling of lies. Set the soul ablaze, watch the shadows die. Lift it high, let the black smoke part. Stir some chord, father your heart. Dust and fate of the laser favors. Necessary spread the light from the right. Source your color, swim of coming night. He traded whispers for the roaring tide. A broken compass with no north to guide. Carved his name in the fog of a burning pearl. The stranger, the dealer, the man who sold the soul. Crumble the skyline with the flick of the wrist. A ledger of sins scrawled in smoke and mist. Chained to the echoes where the thunder swirled. He vanished in shadows. The man who sold the soul. Coins of dust in a hurricane's vault. Truth on trial, but the jury's at fault. Widows engraved on a shattered sword. A gambler's hymn for the man who sold the soul. Rumble the skyline with a flick of the wrist. A ledger of sins scrawled in smoke and mist. Chained to the echoes where the thunder swirled. He vanished in shadows. The man who sold the soul. Marionette strings pulling stars from the night. A cracked crown gleams in the flickering light. The wolves all howl, but the deal was hurled in the mirror's glare. The man who sold the soul. gnash whispers in the back of my brain. No leash on the beast, it won't be tamed. Jaw snapping shadows have screaming tongues. Flesh of regret caught in bleeding gums. Oh, rabid dog, you live in my chest. Howling fury, tearing in rest. Foaming rage in a cage of bone. But you ain't ever letting me feel alone. Saliva drips venom under my skin, gnawing at the edges of where I begin. Rabid eyes see the rot in the glow, marking the path of destruction below. Oh, rabid dog, you live in my chest. Howling fury, tearing in rest. Foaming rage in a cage of bone. But you ain't ever letting me feel alone. Shadows grow sharp like a knife in the dark. Chain you broke left a crowd in a knock. Spread his sawdust, the heart they shit is. Please, finish something I feel. Shields are sharper than knife in the dark. Shaying at the dome, there's a permanent mark. Scratching at silence with claws made of steel. This beast ain't fiction, it's something I feel. Oh, rabid dog, you live in my chest. Howling fury, tearing in rest. Foaming rage in a cage of bone. But you ain't ever letting me feel alone. Rusted roads and crooked chairs, silver lies and poison prayers, ashes falling in the halls. Fools pretend the crowd won't crawl, whereas foolish as our kings, broken bells and fractured rings, blood and laughter mix and sting. Oh, the mess that power brings. Golden shadows bend and break, silent wolves with teeth to take, marching down the road of smoke, sinking under words we spoke. Whereas foolish as our kings, empty hearts on puppet strings, rotten roots and bitter springs. Oh, the mess that power brings. Mirrors show the lies we brew. Scepters shaking hands untrue. Blind we lead the chosen few. We're as foolish as our kings, cursed by crowns that bite and cling. Truth will whisper, pain it sings. Oh, the mess that power brings. Summer sandpaper streets scream echoes. Eyes stitched shut with threads of forgotten shadows. Grimace carved like rusty scars on marble stone. Bleeding silence born of an ancient moan. Blind goat knows the edge of the abyss. Sings no song but the sound of the twist. Through cracked earth it pulls the veil. Blind goat's grimace tells the tale. Torn tendons strung tight like a banshee's bow. Cracked horns pierce the smog where secrets glow. Teeth grinding time into bitter ash. Blind to the light, yet it sees the crash. Blind goat knows the edge of the abyss. Sings no song but the sound of the twist. Through cracked earth it pulls the veil. Blind goat's grimace tells the tale. Leather tongues and iron winds collide. A screamless cry the void cannot hide. Where broken dreams are burned and fed. The blind goat grimaces for the knows the edge of the abyss. Sings no song but the sound of the twist. Through cracked earth it pulls the veil. Blind goat's grimace tells the tale. Yeah!